No thumbnail, no nothing. Everybody dropped off of spaces, and I thought, bullshit, dude. I want to talk about what I just saw, which was the most interesting. How's this lighting? Terrible. The most interesting, most fascinating presentation, speech, gathering, communal, religious event. I mean, post, pre, post US, what was in the 20th century, to, hey, we have an absolute opportunity to run a damn country again. I am so excited. I was on a space for like 3 hours listening, thinking that we were going to, like, digest what the heck just happened. But I am so excited. Mike Mack, you other guys, anyone that's watching that's just so jacked up, I just couldn't possibly go to sleep not using this avenue. So it looks like we have some people in the room. If you guys can hear me for sure, if you could ping me. If the sound sounds good, let me know, please. Just make a comment or two. It does look like some people in the room. Let me invite a couple of peeps here. Wow, man. Here, I'm going to invite a guy from Bitcoin mining. Let me tell you, for me, if you're invested in the market, if you're invested in Bitcoin, I don't even know what it's doing. I suspect Bitcoin's going up. I guarantee you Bitcoin's going up since Trump spoke. We're at 67.7. Excuse me. Gone from, call it, he started, the whole thing started at what? Call that Sunday night, 6 p.m. Fair? 6 p.m. 8 o'clock in the morning, going from 67,000 to 67.7. Yeah, not done really much, but bet the market explode tomorrow. Explode. I bet the markets absolutely explode. Have I sent this to Mike Mack? I don't think I have. I'm just doing that. Maybe he can help me. Hopefully he'll come in. You guys be patient with me. Repost the room if you're digging this. If you're not digging it, I just need to talk to somebody. Okay, let's see. We got some peeps coming in. We got 277 peeps. See, I like it when that shit happens. Now look, I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna because I will be here for 1 hour. You guys repost the space, retweet it. Let me present this screen here. Trump, dude. Who thinks Trump did a fucking awesome job? I mean, it's unbelievable, okay? Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, Elon was there, right? Let's see. It looks like somebody's sending me notes. Can you guys see this? Yeah. You guys can see it. This is beautiful. Okay, Elon was there. Tucker was there. Look at this, dude. I mean, everybody was upbeat. Everybody was like, let's rock and roll. Elon was an absolute freak. And hey, by the way, he said, hey, go vote. Okay, go vote, go vote, go vote, and go vote. And Grant Cardone was there, dude. He did such a great job. And this cat right here, seriously, he's an awesome leader. Okay, he has galvanized an entire world. Really, I mean, he has done such an unbelievable job. The right alpha male for the time, like his personality or not, it's not important. Okay, what does society need right now? We need alpha male. So excited about this. We're living in history, man. We are living in absolute history. I'm not even looking at you guys or the mic or the settings. So let me know if you're having a problem hearing me or talking, or if you're having a problem reposting because you're I don't know. Oh, there's my sister-in-law Elena, and one of the, I think that was Sabrina in the background. They had to be scared to shoot, man. Dude, that's world stage. My brothers made the world stage. Okay, I mean, we are two children, two kids, white trash. I mean, like with some class, okay? That's the way I would define it. White class with some cash. I mean, white trash with some class. My mom just was a legit. Um, see that? See. That's what we all need to be saying right now. You are responsible. Stand up, wake up, and let's rock and roll. It reminds me so much of the '60s. I'm telling you, it's just so amazing. Look at this. We got Laura Loomer, Madison Square, just pumping it. Dude, that was an exciting show. I'm never gonna listen or watch this kind of stuff. I was enthralled. There's my broham. By the way, this is just my Twitter feed, so or X feed. They're looking hot, dude. Wow. I honestly think we're living. I thought this cat did good. Okay. I mean, he's got a lot of controversy around him, but I thought he did awesome. And look at his shoes, huh? This shit. Everybody's got these little symbols going on. Hey, I love the dark MAGA. Who can figure out how to get me a dark MAGA? I need dark MAGA. It's okay. I love those. I'm not a big fan of the red hat. Who doesn't like the red hat? Okay. I like dark magic. I would love to be known if I was an animal. Everybody close their eyes and get into the old animal spirit thing. See, it's late at night for me. I'll start getting into close your eyes. And I mean, I can get heavy, most certainly. In fact, I'll show you something. I was just working. I actually created this. I was playing around with these images. See, I was I was asking the system to give me some vibes on a certain particular thing, and it came up with this. I know I transgress. Where the heck was I? Oh, you guys didn't even see what I was talking about. Where is this? It's right here. I mean, what's the difference between these two people? No chance. Oh, by the way, I heard when we were closing that session on X that someone believed that this didn't change anyone. This most certainly did not get anyone off of Donald Trump. Let's agree. No one left Donald Trump tonight. And therefore, there's no balance. There's no chance that you did not ignite at least one human being to go vote for Donald Trump tonight that was going to do nothing or was going to vote the other way. No chance. Okay. This is going to be a fucking landslide. Absolute crushing landslide. They will have to steal it or have an incident in the next 8 days. I still maintain, sad to say, even more certain they will attempt something to not have this election. It is not possible for them to have this election. How we doing? Can people hear me? Everybody give me a little hands up. Oh, okay. We got some peeps. We got some peeps. Y'all notice my thing. I don't know if y'all noticed, but this is my brother's gear. He's got really awesome gear, but I thought I would change it to cash flow to Bitcoin flow. Yeah. I'm going to just change it. I'm going to grab something. You guys hang tight. Oh, Mikey, Mac. Dude, I had faith and you showed up, man. Look at this shit, huh? Man. Can I hear you?
Can you hear me? Mic check 1 2 2.
Can I hear you? Can you talk?
Can you hear me now? Daddy,
you know you're coming through something I don't really like. It's one of my speakers that picks up on Bluetooth. I don't dig it. Here it goes. I'm changing it. I'm taking control of my lifey. Here we go. Mikey Mac. I bet I could. Mikey Mac in the house. What up, dog?
What up?
Can't hear you.
Can't. What the
Oh
check?
my
1, 2. What
God,
am I?
that was just really disappointing. Are you muted up, bro?
I'm not muted up.
The fuck is wrong with my damn sound?
Let me see here.
Bro, I got to get somebody over here. There's got to be. Why the fuck does
Let's
this
see.
do this?
Mic check 1, 2, 2, 2.
Yes, that's something, man.
Huh? Nothing?
Hear you a little bit, but you're low.
Low.
Very low, man.
What's causing that?
Mikey Mackey's low. You not low, bro?
Let me
Can you say something? It'd
Let me work-
be helpful if you could give me a little testy. And
Let me
you're
work
so
on
much
something
taller
here.
than I am too, bro. What's that about?
'Cause I'm close.
Don't bring me down.
What the heck is going on
Okay,
here?
look, see, look, man. Hey, Chrissy Jensen, oh sexy blonde Chrissy Jensen says, "We hear you good, big dog." Mike, do they hear you though? I don't hear shit from Mike. Sniff, sniff, Gary, we're riding BT to the moon, bro. We are getting ready to rock this shit with Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump. Hey, Mike, come on in, dog.
She said they're on here saying everything's loud and clear.
Well, then talk.
Well, I'm talking, babe. I'm saying something. Say something, baby, and then say some more. See, that's a little theme song action right there. I don't know. Let me take out that thing here. I don't
Can
know.
you say, damn, man. Damn that traffic jam. It hurts my motor to go so slow. Damn that traffic jam.
I hear you great. Everybody else says we sound great.
Okay, I think that might have fixed it. Give it up, dog.
Lone Star Country KJ 103 J Michaels wrapping up another 4 in a row guaranteed.
We're fixed. Hey, you take over, Mikey Mike.
Okay.
Hey, I want to hear in less than 3 minutes your summary after everyone reposts, retweets, resnips, rewrites, does whatever, undoes everything they did before, and then redo it again because it helps the algorithm, whatever. What's your summary on the whole, shall we say, Madison Square Garden event, my friend?
Well, I'll say this. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. I thought the energy was electric. You know, I mean, I grew up, you know, back in the 70s and 80s, man. We had the big fights, you know, you had Frazier and Ali, you had all the, you know, it was Madison Square Garden has always, you know, it's always been the Garden. You know, even when I worked for the Rockets, I remember, you know, they would always, you know, even the people that worked for the team and administration, they wanted to get on the plane to ride with the announcers to go to the Garden because it was the Garden. And for Trump to guarantee to get that Garden and then to get that spot, right? The weekend before, basically the weekend before the election, maybe the penultimate weekend before, but and then to have that freaking all-star lineup, everybody from your brother to freaking Elon Musk to his kids to, I mean, even Dr. Phil had his name chanted. I mean, the people in Dr. Phil. And then I was on one of the spaces right afterwards, and David Pollack was on there, and he was saying, and he flew up to New York to see it, and he said that outside it was just as incredible, right? That there was more people outside than there were people that were actually in the building. And that's what fascinates me is because I'm thinking about New York in my mind, being down here in Texas. I'm thinking New York is straight blue. Nobody likes Trump. That's just the way that he is, you know, whatever. But when I saw those pictures, I said it earlier, I thought they were Photoshopped. I thought those people in the streets, man, I'm like, they went freaking Photoshop with that thing. So when I saw the video, and the video just kept going and kept going, and then they matched that energy that was outside. They matched that inside. Everybody had that energy in there. I mean, even Giuliani's speech, I thought was just freaking incredible, man. And I felt it. I watched the whole thing like a freaking movie, and it got to me. And I commented on May Musk's post earlier. I said, your son was freaking incredible. His boy-like energy was infectious. And you see the richest guy in the world.
Who were you referring to? I didn't see that part, evidently.
I was talking about Elon. I was talking about, but I had replied to one of May Musk's posts on X. And Elon just gets out there and just lets out that therapeutic scream, where it's like, it's just the beauty of not caring at all. And just to go out there and just let out this animalistic type growl of just enthusiasm. The richest guy in the world. I thought it was freaking incredible,
Bro,
man.
He knows all imagination, and all the great things he thinks about is from a child. Like, I really believe this. It is always from a child. I love that about him. That he's childlike and authentic. It's like, dude, I thought it was unbelievable. Okay. It was the best TV I've seen in years. I'm so sorry I didn't go. I could have gone and had front stage, but I don't know. But I think I missed an opportunity in history. Really do.
Well, the opportunity was going to be, it was a Trump rally. I mean, it was a Nazi rally, right? I mean, you have the balls to equate this to a Nazi rally she did, Hillary Clinton did, going back to 1929, 1931 or something like that. Like that was absolutely ridiculous, considering that the DNC the Clintons had their inauguration in Madison Square Garden. Right. So going back you're making 100-year reference to Nazi Germany. And even in Madison Square Garden, they had an Israeli flag. Not a lot of Nazi rallies back in the day were allowed Star of David anywhere near them. So I think you might have missed it, Gary. Yeah, you might have missed.
Well, but the truth is, I think there's going to be a lot of work.
Watch.
There's going to be a lot of work to do, bro. There's a lot of work to do, but I do think that it was. Is anybody bearish?
No. No way. Not after that.
I would have thought we would see a move on the market tomorrow. That is the absolute most bullish presidential event in the history of my life. There was and it had some meat behind it, dude. You saw real players there, dude. Like, I'll show up to work free to be a part of it. When he said that who's one of the guys that had worked for him in the prior election, I cannot remember the gentleman's name, key player. And he said, hey, Trump used to come to the table and say, you guys are lucky that you're on this journey with me. I would find it to be absolutely, and I would pay for the experience, dude. Okay. Because we have the possibility. I really didn't think for sure we had the possibility of turning this thing around. This most certainly can get turned around. I mean, when you see Howard Lutnick, who I know personally, I mean, this cat is a monster. Okay. He's awesome. Couple up with Elon talking about Doge. I mean, I heard that. Like, whoa, dude. I'm surprised Doge didn't move. I mean, seriously, man.
I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they haven't got a chance to get home, and maybe everybody's still kind of on the high,
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm not saying that the market is going to move. I'm just saying that if it wasn't bullish 10 hours ago, I mean, Kennedy, to bring everyone together, dude, Kennedy did an unbelievable job. Like, it's just, it's a dream team where people no longer are saying the team has to get along with each other and agree on every little micro spiritual nuance. Like, what super team on the planet is made up of people that don't all agree on one little thing? It's silly, right? So I just can't imagine a better team of people. I saw some awesome players up there, dude.
So how does this, let me ask you this. In what scenario does this dream team lose? I mean, serious question. Like, how does this dream team lose this thing?
That's a good question. I think only how would you do it? Because I have a couple of one sentence pretty much tells you who does it.
There's one way to beat this dream team. There's, in my opinion, mail-in ballots. I mean, I think that's your only shot. In key areas, mail-in ballots.
Yeah, but I think that's why Elon's saying, hey, make certain that you vote, and do more than voting. Like what we're doing here. Like I walked into the other room and went, we were in a similar room, you and I. I was in a room with 5,000 people watching this deal, using up bandwidth, by the way. And I was watching 2 other ones. The bandwidth that's being utilized right now that is not really necessary, it has to be considered. Okay, there's a lot of how much duplication is there. There was 7 million people in a room, dude. 750,000 in several rooms. Okay, there are millions of people watching this in distributed media. Man, we're lighting the world up, right? I know I'm bouncing around on a bunch of subjects, but it's so exciting because if I would have told you, in fact, it's actually more than exciting. If you really think about it, what I just said to you, and perhaps I'm a little funky, but I have my telephone here. Now I'm a wacky guy, okay, but I have my phone here. I'm doing a Twitter thing here. Not right now, but I was earlier. This is when you and I were together. I have a computer screen over here that's looking at the news charts showing me that Doge is at 14.19 right now. And then I have another computer screen here and another computer screen over there, all looking at data, dude, and listening to different pieces of information. This has never happened in humanity's history. Never, ever, ever. This is like ants. The story of the guy with the 7mm Magnum rifle, and he dies because of a million ants. And this is the story of traditional legacy, whatever.
Yeah.
If you had a construct 5 years ago, and you ain't in a boardroom looking at, hey, maybe this thing's stale, it is most certainly stale. What I saw tonight is fucking believable. And it's so good to have somebody to talk to be able to share this with other people, because it's harder to do with one person. You know what I mean? For me, it is.
Yeah. And the thing is, talking about the data that you just said, Elon made a point tonight, and I don't know if you heard this, but he mentioned that he was going to start getting the data out at these swing states and about who's voting which way, who's doing what. Cash flow, baby. BT. Did you draw the BTC on there?
Yeah. This is one of Grant's. He probably paid $100 for this. Cash flow. And then I'm going cash flow to BTC, baby.
You ought to see if you can sell it back to him, make a couple bucks, put it into Bitcoin.
Yeah, I need to find somebody that can make me a bunch of this gear. Every time someone reaches out to me, I forget to follow up. I'm such a bad guy. Anyway.
What I was going to say, though, the data, he was going to mention the data in the swing states, right? That we're going to find out who's voting early, because that to me, that's really important. Like I really
what are the
never cared about that.
What are the swing states? What are the swing states? Hey, we got 1,300 people in the room. You guys follow Mike Mack for sure. I mean, follow Mike Mack. Mike, do you have some time to do this? Because I probably have an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm
very excited, dude. I'm very excited. I must say, I would like to bring some macro kind of people in here and go, hey, tell me what was wrong. I would love to bring Ed and Brian Kransenstein in here. Please.
Well,
both of you guys are welcome to show up. Anyone that's anti-Bitcoin, by the way, posts this freaking speech, call me. Let me know.
Yeah, I don't think the Krasensteins are going to show up though. I know that Ed was not too pleased with some of the things that happened tonight, and he actually had some pretty inflammatory posts that he posted out there.
Like what? Let's talk
I
about it.
responded to one of them. I can't remember what it was, but he basically, let's see if I can pull it up.
We won tonight. We won tonight, bro. We won.
No doubt,
bro. We fucking crushed it. Bitcoin should go to $72,000 right now. This is awesome. I know you guys are going to think I'm drunk. This is my first drink. Maybe my first and a half.
So,
okay. Hey, while you're looking for that, I'm gonna read some comments because we got people rolling in this, Mike. Okay. I mean, should I just take the whole screen from you and take all the gravity?
No, let me just say this. I just want to say this real fast. This is what Ed called us. He goes, "This is what you are electing if you vote for Trump. Ignorant, bigoted sickos." You know what? Ignorant, bigoted sickos. This is what he got from watching this rally tonight. So what do you do in that situation? There's no middle ground there. Ignorant, bigoted sickos. I don't know what to say, man. But everybody that's on that Diddy list, they're all voting for Kamala.
Dude, is that amazing? Huh?
Yeah.
And that $10 million little play that what's her name did on Kamala. Hey, let me ask you a question. All you Democrats. Somebody told me the other day, they're like, dude, Democrats are raising in such a bigger volume than the Republicans. First off, I am not a Republican. I do not want to support the whole concept of being a Republican. Do not want to support the concept of being a Democrat. I think if you guys join teams and you're so stuck to the teams and you cannot even describe the freaking purpose of the team, what the fuck are you doing inside of a team? I vote for people, and otherwise, if I don't know somebody, don't vote for them. Okay? Or do your research. Anyway, where I was going with that, Mike, do you ever get like interrupted by the comments? Does that ever happen to you? I know that you have a mind, a steel mind that allows you to so
steel.
I watch you in Destiny sometime, and your ability to stay on course while you're doing one of these is erratic.
My weave is as bad as anybody's out there, bro. You know that.
Your weave or your weave?
My weave off track. You know how Trump goes, he goes, I got it. It's a weave. Quite frankly, think about it. It's a weave. I weave out and I weave back in there. It's a little bit, it's tricky, but it's so hard to do. It's hard not to do it. And, he always does this, and
you glitch,
but sometimes I get on the weave. I can't get back. I can't find my way back. I don't know where I was.
You still got that solar over there? You're still fueling your house? Bro, you're glitching like a mofo. Is it me or you?
I'm going to have to say you.
Can't possibly be me. Okay, look.
Could be.
Hey, look, we got some comments here. Let's go through some of these comments, okay? We got this cat saying that Elon is an obvious occult member. You know what? That is so funny, bro. It is so funny that someone would say that. Can you, by the way, run the comments or anything, or am I the only one? I have no idea.
I think you're the only one that can do that.
Do you have any capacity to do anything other than just sit there and
I'm just more of a looks guy. It's just more of a charm and
good answer, bro.
Personality.
Good answer. Hey, everybody unfollow Mike that thought that was a fucking good answer. That was awesome. Okay, look, we're going to go through some of these comments because you're being a dick, not being very cooperative. Dietary Car says, I vibe with a higher calling. Hey, this thing about, what did you just say about the whole futuristic kind of viewpoint? Didn't you? Because I was like vibing on that. And this guy said, oh, yeah, I get the vibe.
The futuristic viewpoint regarding what?
That's what I'm asking you.
God, I remember.
Should we go back to can you go check the transcript, please? Anyway, so.
The replay. Go in the replay file.
Yeah, hire Colin. Thank you, sir. Yeah, for sure, dude. Look, hey, all of you guys that are here, Dietary Car, I love that you're here, man. Gary Crypto is going to blast off when Trent wins, brother. Bro, I gotta tell you, okay. I think my penis is gonna get really, really hard. This is unbelievable what's getting ready to happen. I think we're literally, I mean, I was a little exaggerated there, but I think this is one of the most exciting things I've ever seen or been able to experience over a long period of time. I mean, and that's why I use that analogy, because this is truly, if you're stimulated by intellectual, like, this is a once in a century event, man. This will not happen again. Okay, like if you're living through this, like, I can understand my 14, 15, 20, 18-year-olds being kind of oblivious to this. You and I can't. This is happening, man, on the world stage right in front of our face, and we're in it. And we're actually participating with it in some little tiny level, if not for no other reason, to communicate to 1,575 people right now in a room that just got lit up, dude, because somebody was excited. And one other room that had 5,000 people in it had just shut down because they were exhausted. Imagine the power here. People ran a room. Sarah, dude, she is awesome, bro.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, like, I don't do this very often, but I've really welcomed. I've told people, go get a camera and a microphone. I think some people were like, "Hey, what's he doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, bring them all. Bring everybody, man, because you will get exhausted." They're like, we are sub-planning, meaning we are literally going to remove and replace and mutate over and never, hopefully, ever come here again. All mainstream media.
They don't have a shot.
If I go chat GBT or ask some computer, hey, how much money in total revenues or salaries paid in mainstream media, what do you want to bet? What do you want to think the number is? Total cost in mainstream media around the world.
Oh, good God! I'd have no idea. I remember how much CNN lost.
When we were talking about $10 billion in one quarter, they did a $10 billion write down. Never before, dude.
Yeah.
The reason I'm bringing all this up, and I'm asking the chat GBT brain, whoever I'm paying for this shit, I do not know if this is good data or not. Chat GBT, but Mike, that I can even do this is amazing, right? Like, we can do this now, and other people can sit there and go, "Hey, I'm driving in my car, or I'm watching whatever." But we're talking about something that, and we can pull up real-time data, dude. Okay.
Real-time data with someone who knows all of the data in the world.
Look at this.
Time, instantly in real time.
Totally. You see this on the screen? No, probably not.
No,
because I didn't do anything right. I mean, imagine. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, I'm such a buffoon. I mean, check this out. Imagine in 6 months when this is right. Okay, what did I ask? The cost of mainstream media. Can you see that nicely or not?
Yeah.
A little small. How about that?
Yeah, that looks good right there.
There you go, man. Total cost of mainstream media, blah, 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 sucks. They got the main players, right? Okay. BBC, revenue generation. They should have all this shit. Opportunity cost, blah, blah. Where's the data? Let's see.
One thing they're doing, if you notice, is like on Fox Nation and some of the little CNN sub channels or whatever the hell that haven't failed, is they're trying to create content now. They're trying to do on their stream what we're doing on X, documentaries, things like that, which I find pretty fascinating. And Tucker does it and stuff like that. They're never going to be able to catch up, though.
They're not doing this.
No, they're not at all. That's the difference between this and YouTube, is that YouTube YouTube, I cannot talk to the people. I have 16,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I will never interact with one of them. That's it. Like, what is the point of being on YouTube if not for how to do something, maybe, or to watch something for entertainment? But I can never interact with anybody on YouTube other than just a comment. I can reply to a comment they make on a video, but we'll never have this, you know? So that's what makes X so amazing, is that we can talk about something that just happened with Trump right now live and have all of these people chime in, bring them on, give them a link, bring them on video. It's incredible.
Yeah, this is on YouTube though, but everyone will have to rise to the master, bro. This is the beauty of Bitcoin. Bitcoin really is, the thing that you and I have never talked about this. I don't think you have, because you and I have had a number of conversations on. But one of the things I have been most fascinated with Bitcoin is really irrelevant to this Trump thing that we're talking about. This time of the night, let me see. Let me guess. Yeah, it's 9:40 now. Somewhere between 9:30 and 10:30 at night, dude, my mind just like goes nuts. And it does. It really goes. I get very. I seem to be more able to put pieces together. And I'm sharing that because this is one of those pieces. I would never in a trillion, quadrillion years would have said, hey, bro, I'm going to be on a thing in front of 2,000 people at 9:30 at night on a Sunday after already doing some of this. Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds weird, but something's happening here. The deconstruction of what I think is probably, let me just think. I suspect, I could go pull the numbers. I mean, CNBC, 10 billion a quarter. There is $100 billion of revenue to disrupt a year of mainstream media at a very low target. When you and a lot of people, like, they're like, well, you talk about philosophy and religion, and then you talk about money and Bitcoin. It's like, hey, you have to know where the enemy is. And if the enemy is based on money, and you can fucking slaughter them. Okay. Once CNN has lost $10 billion, first time they've ever had a write-off of that, dude. This is spectacular. I make no money from this. Not a penny. Not a cent. I would do this for the rest of my life for not a penny. In fact, if I start charging for it, I'll feel a little weird. I would love to figure out how to like monetize it so you can be like, okay, you're getting something back, and that means you're getting some value, but I'm not going to sell myself to an advertiser, knowing that we are absolutely living in the middle of being able to communicate what the hell is happening on, like, in real time from my perspective. And you don't have to come here. If you don't dig having either a place to come and have a debate or share common idea, you can go somewhere else. I have a lot of sites I'll send you to that I don't go to. And that is different. We have never, that I know of in our humanity, had this experience. And I think it's cool. I mean, how scared is the Democratic Party right now because of the transparency, which I'll get back to. That's what I'm getting back to. The transparency that is driving into this market right now is absolutely unstoppable now. Between Hollywood, the embarrassment of the Democrats, and even these punks, Ed and Brian, they've been so badly embarrassed themselves. The math. I mean, all these people, I would have just let them. They're like a big fish in a deep ocean. They think they're the big fish, but it's a very deep ocean. You just give them more line, dude. You just let that old 200-pound line go out, and Okay, you get tired and I'll just reel your ass in. That's where we're at, dude. Trump slaughtered them. What do you think, Mike?
I agree. I think that, yeah, I think I think transparency is, I think it's a little bit like Pandora's box, right? You can't, I think once you show us how it works behind the scenes, once you show us what real freedom of speech is like, once you let people express themselves, and they get to come into, and they may go into an adversarial conversation with you, but then they realize that they get to speak their mind, even if it's in opposition to what you're saying. There's something very addictive about that, to be able to, and who was it? I can't remember who was it tonight that said that. It might have been, it was Tucker. I think it was, that said that if Trump did something that was really important, was that he gave us the ability basically to be able to say what we think, and to not be afraid, that we don't have to be afraid to say who we voted for, that we can say MAGA, we can be like this. And I think once you taste that, it's very, very alluring to be able to be yourself. Even though we will not agree. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I don't agree with everything Robert F. Kennedy does, or Tulsi, or Tucker. But to be able to express it and have that back and forth, the transparency of how someone else thinks. Because like when you're saying something, I can tell by looking at you visually if you're lying to me. I can tell by the hesitation in your voice, the stuttering, if you're lying or if you're not telling me the truth. The thing about on here is it's right in your face. Like, if you're going to lie, go ahead and lie, but just understand that a majority of the people are going to be able to see it. And I think that that's kind of a deterrent, that it's not scripted. It's not, you're not following, you're flying off the seat of your pants.
This is why I support unfeathered, relentlessly open, free speech.
Yeah.
Today, wow, a couple of thousand people in there, bro. Hey, what do you guys like about the room? What don't you like about the room? Okay, take the time. If you're watching the room, this is really important to me, okay? I don't ask you for anything other than give us feedback. Give me feedback, give Mike feedback, tell us what you don't like. Like this morning, you and I did this little church thing, dude. I'm going to do this, bro. Okay, I'm committed. Now, I'm committed because I have griped about churches my whole life.
Yeah.
And you know what we should start doing? My daughter, you want to hear a story, bro? I mean, look, this is our room. If people want to listen to this is what I have to get to. I have to get to a point where I realize, hey, if people want me to listen to what the shit I'm talking about, they'll show up. If they don't, they don't. Anyway, right? I mean,
I agree.
Keep me on track here because I want to tell you a story that I think is a beautiful story for the Trump deal tonight. But do you ever get into that where you're like, hey, why am I even here?
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, why am I doing this? Am I making a dent? Is anything I'm really doing kind of having an impact? Yeah.
Hey, you guys, let us.
Syndrome, I think is what they call that.
I'd like to run a little survey, if you would. Let me know if you think Mike Mack is making a difference on planet Earth. Okay, I think he is. I'm glad he's here. I didn't meet him. Look, everybody's going to add to this deal, and so when you say that, I'm like, right, it's clear to me that you add value. Now, where was I headed with that? I was headed.
You're talking about your daughter.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So my daughter's does from 11 to 5 today at a school to prepare something. And she's really a creative chick. And she creates something. And she's also had someone clearly in her life, can't imagine who it is, but who tells stories. And her deal was these 4-year-olds and 6-year-olds and 8-year-olds would show up. She made some butterflies and then she sprayed some magic water on them. And she told the little kid, hey, look, this is magic water. It takes a while to actually take effect, but it takes, effect from you. Mm-hmm. And anyway, she's telling me the story, dude. She's telling me what she's doing. I'm driving down the road at 80 miles an hour and I want to cry because I'm like, oh, wow, it worked, dude. Telling stories is so beautiful. Having like a place for somebody to tell their own story or to realize, hey, you influenced the story in some way. So she continues the story, and she's like really going out of her way. I mean, her classmates are amping their game up, right? Because they're like, wow, man, you're going next level, dude. You're going like you don't need a Disney movie or any acid. You're actually building this story. This little kid's like spraying magic water, and the kid's freaking out. A woman comes up with a 6-year-old, and the kid keeps throwing the markers down on the ground. After the third time, Mia looks at it, grabs. You can't do that anymore, and she starts putting in discipline on the kid. Well, mommy comes up because Mia said something about. Can you hear me? Okay, or am I screaming?
No, you're right.
Mia says, lady said something about. Oh, by the way, lady, if you're listening to this, at GaryCardone.com, GaryCardone@gmail.com, anytime, baby. I'll give you my phone number. Love to have a chat. Mia looks at her and says, "Hey, your son is thrown the markers down 3 times now." And the lady said, "You can't do that. We have simple or some kind of acceptive learning," or gives Mia this bullshit. Now, Mia's probably imagining the time I looked at her because she challenged me once when she was about 5 years old. She said, "Yeah, what you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to knock you in the back of the wall." And she looked at me like, and then I went, "Pow." I gave her one of those. She has never, ever doubted my ass again, dude. She will go to my grave and she will say, "Dude, that guy, once he puts his mind to it, you're gonna get clipped." She was really like shocked. Anyway, this lady tries to correct her. I'm so impressed with her. And she says, "Ma'am, I have 600 kids here. I cannot possibly have all of them throwing crayons all over the ground. It's not okay." And that was like, wah, wah. See, if we do that, man, if we all start to do that, which is what we're doing here. Ed, Brian, you got no shit, dude. Got nothing.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. These are bullies, man. You snap them, pop them in the face, and they go running away. I got way off track, but I'm glad I did because I just needed to get that off my chest. I feel better, man.
No, I think you're right. I look. It's the opportunity that's given to these people to become bullies, right? It's the opportunity you give the parent to become the bully. I deal with that all the time. Like you can,
you see this, dude. You see this all the time.
You see it with like I can walk by classrooms and I see Obama posters up, right? And there is nothing wrong with that. I've been at schools before where you can wear Obama shirts and there's no problem with that. You can't even speak Trump's name. And he was the 45th president of the United States. You can't even talk about Trump.
Dude, I was surprised. I go to probably the most expensive school in Pinellas County, Shorecrest. Like, you guys don't like me, fucking call up, okay? They will not call me and say, "We don't want your money." You're not actually doing as much good as you could do. I'm just calling you out right now. My children, like, if Trump, Vivek, any of these people said, "Hey, Gary, what do you have deep passion for?" I'd be like, "Put me on the education deal, dude.
Education.
Okay, I will get rid of literally $70 billion a year and maybe more." It is heinous. And this is why I'm doing this Sunday. I'm going to tell the enemy right now. Mike, I'm telling you, you do not know me very well. Every time I have gone into war with someone, I have announced it to them from the get-go, and told them exactly what I'm going to do. I am going to reform education. I'm going to use the Sunday platform is the stepping stone to do that. I bet I can have, with your help and other people's help. I'm saying this right now. This is exactly the way I actually expand my own capabilities and prove that there is some great universal power out there. I do this every now and then. I'm going to do it right here live. I bet you in 2 months, I can have 10,000 people, non-robots, no bots, no advertisements whatsoever. 10,000 people in a room on a Sunday morning talking about becoming better human beings. 10,000 people. Now, that's a big room, right? You agree? Monster
I agree.
room.
Yeah, that's
2
big.
months. 2 months. Who wants to help me get a room? Because look, everything you heard from the Trump thing tonight, do you agree with this, Mike? Everything you heard from the Trump deal tonight, unless it's followed up with massive action and community work. Look, I'm not asking for Trump to give me a job, dude. I don't need to be known by anyone. What actually, the groundwork will be more important than what all the senior guys do. I'm not saying I'll do whatever he wants me to do, okay? But this groundwork shit, it is massively important. And I just think that, well, I think the world is begging for religion or some religious experience or some communal thing that is non-exclusive, non-religious in nature. Religion, like, I don't know what religion you are. I actually don't want to know. Really don't want to know if you're Israeli or Jewish. That scares me because then it creates a whole, like, I don't care. I don't even know if all I care about is, oh, wow, you have a heart, you have a mind, you look like a human being, you're part of my species. Can I please embrace you and figure out what I can learn from you and what can we do together that we can't do ourselves? Black, white, green, male, female, whatever, man. Fucking unbelievable. Nobody believes this shit even anymore. No one believes this. No one. Okay. The people being paid $20 million a year. And that's why I'm doing this right now. Okay. Because there's how many people in the room right now? I'm telling you, there's millions and millions of people that have no idea this is going on right now. Tens of millions of people are sitting in their room right now looking at pornography, looking at bad data. I'm not saying, look, I've looked at pornography. Okay, whatever. People are going to look at shit. They're going to want to be entertained. And what's the cost of entertaining with truth versus entertaining with bullshit? This is a great question, by the way. What is the difference? What is the only difference between entertainment with truth versus entertainment with lies? Complete and utter alteration of reality.
Well, the lies are gonna freaking, they're gonna infect you and they're gonna tear you apart because you're always gonna have to cover up one lie with another lie, and it just keeps spreading. Lies are. I've noticed this, and it's one thing in my life what you just mentioned that I've tried to focus on. It's like I'm just not lying anymore. Like, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to maybe, try not to hurt your feelings and stuff like that if I can try to work around it, but I'm just not going to lie anymore. It's just, I never have to go back and worry about what I said because I'm going to give you the same answer as I just did. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer it as honestly as I can. That's the end of it.
It makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
People are going to sit here and judge the shit out of me. I'm like, whatever, bro. Every time you go judge someone that's stuck their face in front of a camera or a microphone, I agree that most of the people that have done that have betrayed us. I do agree. It is only you, however, that has decided to create a business model that you have participated in. Okay, you, the critic, have participated in a business model. You were so ignorant about that you became the product. And I haven't asked you for anything whatsoever. Okay. I also don't have any banners back here that ask you to buy anything. And there will become a point in time when a guy like me and a guy like Mike says, hey, you know, I've kind of run out of steam on doing this shit with 4,000 people in the room, and they don't value it. Yeah, see, Wade, what did Wade do? Bang. See, guys, you have to take care of, you have to pay attention to the commercial pressures on planet Earth. Okay. This right here, what Wade did, see, he's like, oh, okay. I pay the content providers. I bypass everyone else. Now, we have not bypassed Google here. Okay. That's a different fight. We can fight at a different time. Once you, the user, 2,628 people. Now, 200 people are going to sit here and go, he's a scammer. Here he comes. He's fucking shielding the deal. Whatever, dude. Once the numbers get big, some of you guys have never met an authentic entity or anything in your life, and it says actually more about you than it does me. Someday, someone's going to come along and offer you help. And when you judge him because he's in a fucking $300 sweater that he could pay $3,000 for and then give a fucking mark it up, you judge me any differently than you judge a guy down the street that doesn't have any clothes on, can barely talk, has no teeth, and he's you've labeled him as a homeless idiot. Dude, these people, gifts come in all kind of freaking packages. So I would like actually open my eyes and figure out what is it you need and want. And if you got all the answers, dude, me and Mike will have you up on stage. Bring it, okay? But most people have more questions than they do answers. Do you agree with that, Mike? And I was really excited about tonight because I feel like I am really wide open to just be very expressive from what I saw tonight.
Yeah, no, I do agree. And I think that, you know, if you want, I think the main thing is like, if you want to have a conversation with somebody, and I know that's what you stress, right? It's like, let's have a conversation. Let me learn something from you that maybe I don't know. And so, but the problem though is, and I think both sides are guilty of it. And I'm sure you and I are guilty of it, even though I think we're honestly trying not to be that way, which I think is a positive thing. But if we're talking about, let's just say we're talking about Trump and Kamala, I have to be able to find something good about Kamala in order to have a conversation with you so that when we engage, we at least know that we can see that there is something positive. Whenever you use the words, and I think, you know, and I was reading one of the comments that Delta had on here, and he said about, and I, you know, some of the things I agree with, but the thing, like one of the comments was never. And whenever we use words like Trump never tells the truth, well, one, that's just impossible, right? And so we've already started off in a bad way because now that we can't have a conversation because you've just said that something that I believe in is totally false, completely false. And therefore you're implying that I am that way, as if I support someone not 100% to Kamala 0 or 100% Trump 0 for Biden, which is not the case, because sometimes it might be a 51-49 thing, which means that I'm agreeing with you. But the more you tell me that I'm wrong, I'm bad, I'm evil, I'm an idiot, I'm bigoted, or whatever it is, like Ed said earlier, like I'm not going to listen to you. So if your point is trying to make me understand, why would I try to understand someone who has just totally told me that everything about me and everything that I believe is bad, wrong, bigoted, blah, blah, blah? Why would I do that as a person? Why would I want to be around someone or learn from somebody that has just told me that everything about me is bad, worthless, no good? Doesn't make any sense. So if I'm talking about Trump and Biden, let's say, I'd have to find something that Biden did, right, that I agreed with. Go back, I don't know, go to the Ukraine war. He said no fly zone. I agree with that. I think absolutely having a no-fly zone was absolutely the right call at the time when that war started, right? And so I come out and say it. If Biden has a good performance or he has a good speech or he says something good, you got to be able to say it, right? And that's how you bring people together. So does Trump kind of elaborate? Does he use this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life? Then nothing's beautiful. Everybody's told me, sir. Quite frankly, think about it. This is so beautiful, right? So beautiful. And it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but that's the way that he is. So if you're going to say, see, he's a liar. Okay. Yes, he lied. It is not the most beautiful thing in the world. But I don't really respect what you're saying. You don't have the wherewithal to tell that he's being hyperbolic when he says things like this. And you're just looking for the easy kill or looking for the judge. That thing is not going to work for me. So moving forward, I think that that's probably one of the things. And I think that could fall underneath the Sunday conversation, Sunday Cardones. I just heard myself echo.
There it is. Do you have an echo?
No, it's good now.
Good
anyway, that's what I was talking about. If you want to communicate, I think you got to find some kind of common ground.
Yeah, I agree, man. Do you see the ground? I actually saw tonight as not hyperbolic. I saw it very rational. I saw the greatest presidential conversation I have seen in my entire life tonight. And a team of people that can execute. And a team of people that can put people around them that can execute. This isn't fake, right? This can actually get done. It needs a team of business people that just go in and fucking clean house, man. It's going to be hard, though. It's going to be very hard. You guys need to get out and vote. For sure.
It is going to be hard. It is going to be hard, Gary, because when people clean house, they're telling you the truth. They're saying your position is not vital to making this a productive establishment, right? Like what Elon did with X. He cut out 80% of the freaking people at X. He said, I don't need someone coming in every day, drinking coffee, hanging out, talking, posting on social media. I do not need that in order to enhance or further X. Therefore, you are being eliminated. It's not personal. It's just in order for this to be productive, this must be trimmed away from it because we don't need all of that stuff. That blunt honesty is going to offend and piss off a lot of people. And none of those people that were fired from X, none of those people are going on X right now and saying, I totally support Elon doing what he did. It's the same way with those generals. It's the same way with freaking Scaramucci. It's the same way with Cuban. All of those people that have been rejected by Trump, their egos were destroyed. And that's why they're against Trump. That's why. And that's why we all judge them now. Like there is no way that Mark Cuban and Scaramucci would ever vote for Kamala, even though they're probably going to have to vote for Kamala, because they pinned themselves into a hole they can't get out of. Your brother's speech tonight is probably, I'm sure Cuban has probably heard a copy of that thing. So,
oh, most certainly, dude. He watched it. He listened.
Yeah.
And wow, what an embarrassment. There's going to be a lot of people go down here. I don't know how you could support Kamala Harris when you have Donald Trump. I based on what I saw tonight, I don't know how any individual gets their head wrapped around. Someone said in the space we were in that this didn't shift votes. Maybe, but if it didn't, then you're really a knucklehead. You're not even like listening to anything, right? You're not really. Who Tristan Gaines in the house? We got Mike in the house. Who we got here? We got peeps all over the place. Mike, you guys know I run these spaces and I let people come in. I have no idea who they are. We'll see what they do. Hopefully you guys don't abuse the space. And who are you? What are you doing? And good to meet you. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Go ahead,
How's it
man.
going, Gary?
Good to meet you, sir.
Mike, you too, man. Whoa, y'all just left me. I don't know if y'all can still hear me.
No, we're here. We just give you the screen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
gave
so
you the main stage, my man.
what's that?
Gave you the main stage.
I like it. So yeah, I'm Tristan Gaines
Give
here
me
in
the screen.
New Braunfels, Texas.
Beautiful, buddy. And
Yeah.
what do you do? What do you do, my man?
So I run an insurance agency.
Okay.
Main carrier is Aflac.
Yep.
Yep, been doing it for 11 years.
And then what brought you to this room?
Man, I saw your post on X. So I was
Yep.
like, let me dive in, something new.
Cool.
Awesome.
Did you watch the what was it tonight? What was that tonight?
Rally,
Madison
I
Rally.
The
Yeah.
rally. No, I actually didn't get a chance to watch it. I've been working tonight, getting ready for a meeting tomorrow. But I just been following some stuff on X, and I heard it was amazing. Bunch of good stuff going on, and I definitely can say I hope Trump pulls this thing out.
Bring it, Tristan.
Because it's gonna be scary if that lady gets in the office, man. And nothing against women, but it's gonna be scary,
Bro. You know what I say to women? I say, let me stick my face on here so I can take responsibility. If this is the best you can do, and listen, I love women. Okay. I mean, I probably love women too much.
Hey, Gary, do you love women more than Trump?
There is nobody that respects women more than I do.
Probably do. You know what? Maybe not, actually. Maybe it's just right there at the very, very top of the food chain. So I don't know where I was going with that woman comment, but look, this has nothing to do with women or men or black or white or green or that, dude. Like and you're black, right? It just, this is bullshit now. We are being fed a bunch of crap here, and I'm actually more excited about the opportunities that are available if we get this group of people in than I've ever been in my life, really. And as long as all you guys are cooperating. I mean, Tristan, I've never met before. Mike, I may know, but I'm not sure. Reed, I just met. Reed, what's up, bro? What's happening, man?
Yo, what's up, fellas? It's Mike Mack in the building. Gary, this is a powerhouse panel. I don't know how I even got in here. All you guys get an air horn. Thank you guys for hanging out. I did watch the entire rally, by the way, fellas. It was incredible. It was like the dream team. Remember the basketball team at the Olympics? It was like the dream team. You had all these personalities. I mean, your brother was there. We had RFK. We had Elon. We had. I mean, it was just incredible, man.
See, Red always knows. Red always got he's always got the inside scoop. He always got he's always watching all the different angles.
I'm always on. I'm addicted to the internet, Mike. Me and you are on these streams, 5 or 6 times a week now? I mean, it's crazy. This is what we do.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, what's
my boy, though? He knows what's up.
Yo, what's it like for you guys when you've been on this for 5 years? Is that real?
Oh yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Mike's been building a YouTube channel for years. His YouTube channel is amazing. I shout out his YouTube channel all the time.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that.
But we're going next level now, right? And what does that feel like? Because imagine, guys, if we did not have these resources and the platform, we wouldn't be doing this.
Gary, you know how mind-blowing it is? I've watched historical events with groups of people like we're doing now. I've watched events like the first commercial spacewalk. I watched the first time they caught a rocket with the little chopsticks on a tower. And I was in a room with a group of people watching it live, and I was getting the opportunity to watch these events that will be talked about in history. And I'll be able to go back 20 years from now and watch that video and see the reactions of the people I was with when that historical event happened. This technology has never existed before, and this is going to be a multi-generational asset where our kids will be able to see our reactions to this. How amazing would it be if you could go back in time and see a historical event that your ancestor witnessed, right? Like we can't do that. We can't do that, but the future generations will be able to do that with us.
not only are they going to be able to do it, they're going to be able to take the video that we're shooting from all these different angles and everybody's different perimeters, and they're going to be able to go back into virtual technology. They're going to be actually in the moment and to be able to see it recreated in real time. So we're laying the foundation right now for what we don't even know is coming. So I guess we should probably look as good as we can.
I'm gonna shift to Mike. Mike, how you doing? Welcome.
Hey man, I'm good, and you probably know me. Like, I don't want to say you know me personally, but I actually subscribe and follow you and your brother, Grant Cardone. I actually got my real estate license because of your brother when he started out a long time ago, following him, and I left corporate America, got into real estate, got my Texas real estate license, started investing, and I said, like, man, these dudes are smart. Like, make sure you're tracking smart people and follow success. And I saw you pop onto this, and I'm just like, man, I'm just happy. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually New Braunfels too. That's why I was like, man, it's a small world. I'm in New Braunfels, Texas, and I work for a fintech company up in Austin, running the portfolio management for it. So it's real estate and project management and portfolio management.
Yeah, well, welcome. What did you think of the Trump tribe tonight?
Oh man, they couldn't have picked a better cast. It's and it's really diverse across the board. It's a true representation. Like I served.
Can you imagine? And imagine another 10x of people like that that will be attracted to that group. Like, I've met Vivek, I've met Anna, I know Grant, I know Howard Ludnick. I mean, dude, these people are monsters.
Yeah,
they're monsters.
No, they are.
Okay?
I served 26 years in the military, and it's like I've literally been hit by 2 IEDs. I've been blown out of the 3rd story of a window. I've got grenade fragmentation on my right leg. So when I believe about him, when I say, like, I bled for this country and I believe in this country, there's never been a team that I've believed in more than what I saw on stage tonight.
Boo. Boom, boom. That's awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Tristan, thank you both for being here. Really appreciate you guys.
100%.
Follow all these guys. If you're not following, do so. And
Mike, we've definitely got to connect. Mike, you being in New Braunfels, that is crazy.
Yeah, I'm at the Landmark.
Oh yeah, okay, downtown. Yeah, I live in Manor Creek, so not too far from you.
That's 3 Texas boys on the stage right there with you, Cardone.
Let's roll. Love it.
Let's do it.
Here we go. I think we are rolling, dude. Hey,
Gary, let me ask you a question. What do you think? Like, Trump's going to make it. I mean, all day long. I mean, this would be like insane. Like, how do you feel that's going to pump the crypto pot?
Well, let's not get too in front of our skis here. I am still saying that we will not have an election. Okay, like,
really?
Well, yeah. I mean, look, this is the way I do this. I love what everyone said. Elon said, "Get out and vote." Most certainly, I have already voted. I got my little thing. I got my little tab. But if I am the evil counterparty, like, I can do this very, very well. Strategically, I cannot possibly have an election under these circumstances. I cannot have this many people so excited about someone that wants to disrupt everything and bring all the dirty linen out since 1962, if not before. I can't possibly have that. It's just not even feasible. I'm an ultimate psychopathic criminal. I have so many sins in my path. I will go to any length. See, it's very interesting that all of this is happening at one time. We have Ukraine,
Iran,
America, that really is about America and trying to create a war. We have no business messing around with Putin's warm water port that he wants. I don't blame the guy. Actually respect Putin more than I respect any world leader today outside of Trump. I do. I do.
I do too.
And somebody asked me the other day, like, hey, because I get in some really crazy conversations. Hey, what would you do if Kamala Harris got in office? And my first instinct, this was 3 years ago, somebody said, hey, if everything goes to shit, what do? You get in international waters. 3 years ago. Go buy a sailboat, get into international waters and hold Bitcoin. And wait and hope they don't fucking blow each other up, dude. But there's nothing I can do anyway, right? Most people that are listening to this can do nothing other than vote and become active, turn a camera on, a microphone like you guys are doing. The next answer, though, funny enough, they said, hey, you can't live on the water, which, by the way, I would not want to do if I could help it. But the next answer was, I think Moscow would be a very safe place to live. Wow. You know what he said? I agree, dude. And there's not anybody here that's going to disagree with me either. They're not. They're not going to disagree. It's safe. It has order. You mess around with shit. I don't want to go to Dubai. Okay, I don't want to do that. But I do
What
have
about Argentina?
Well, I think the point is I have options now, right? And everyone has options. People said they wouldn't leave California. Yeah. The heroin addicts ain't leaving. The billionaires are. And once you have enough billionaires to leave, it doesn't take very many. That toilet is a cesspool. So this is all now playing out. We're going to have to clean the mess up. That's the cool part. See, the cool part for me, for you guys that are business guys, I actually have always wanted to take over something that was massively failing, like the United States of the government. You could not come up with a better company to try to turn around than the United States of America. None of them. You know, it's so fucked up it couldn't possibly get worse. You would have to fucking nuke this place to make it worse. Intentionally go out of your way to hurt it. And you know, the first child I had, the nurse handed me this kid, and I was like, my mind was blown. For you men that have never had this experience, if you ever have it, make sure you're fucking aware of what the hell is going on, because the last 12 hours is intense. And this lady handed me this little baby who I would absolutely fall in love with. And she said, you will have to go out of your way to hurt this child. And I was like, wow. Like, that was like, she wasn't saying I should be irresponsible, but she was like, I don't know. It was really intense. So I think that we have everything going for us right now, man. We fuck this up. It's because no one took any action. That's all it's down to. So you guys are clearly here. Mike, what do you think? Action's going to result in a lot of value.
Yeah, you know, there's some things that are just no coincidence. So, I think it was September. No, lie. I'd have to look at my notes. There was a bill. Like I said, I spent 26 years in the military. I've sat in deep dark rooms with State Department over in Iraq, and I know why we were there. If you go back into 2010, understanding how the Department of Defense works. And they write into military doctrine what it takes to get stuff into the books, the training books at the Command and Staff General War College, picking a date of 2027 for global disruption that they're training the Department of Defense on back in 2010. And now that they just federally approved, like I had a friend that was in Fort Polk during that was it Hurricane Katrina, where Blackwater went in and was policing up when the police kind of failed. this year they just approved use of lethal force with the Department of Defense against American civilians, expanded their control. So none of this stuff's a coincidence. You're right. There's no coincidences going on when policies being changed within the party that's literally held for the last 12 years. The White House. There's only been 12 to 16 years the Democratic Party has been in there. So it's going to be an interesting ride.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm really appreciate you being here. We have 9 days, guys. Ish. Yeah. We seem to have a little float on that, but we have 9 days, and then I think we have 3 years of really hard work, really condensed. Hey, let's put 4,000 to 10,000 people together in the Trump administration and go to work. But the truth is, we really need 12 years. You have to think of this in a 12-year cycle, really, in my opinion. It's not that long. It's if you have a 20-year-old kid at 32, this country can be put back on its feet without so much massive baggage and shit in its closet that has really let it. Otherwise, we're not going to make this. This is not simply a vote and forget about it. We are going to have to be active, and that's why I'm doing this. So I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. We have Tristan. What type of business you in, buddy? And what do you see as the what do you see as your future in your business with Democratic, whatever they're going to do, and I think they're going to do something. I would. How do you feel about the prospects of that versus what you saw tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, I grew up Democrat. My whole family Democrat. And back then, I feel like you get exposed to certain things. And I was just exposed to something that really shifted my mindset to think different, think for myself. And I would say, so I'm in the insurance business, as I was saying before. I would see higher taxes. It's probably the biggest thing that'll affect my business the most. I mean, that's one of our largest expenses is taxes, right? So I think that would probably be the thing that would affect my business the most. And I mean, I don't know. It's just it's a different mindset. It's a tough thought because again, I hadn't been in business a super long time, but I just know that there's a lot of things out there that just pull on, someone that's thinks different. That thinks different. There's a lot of noise out there, right? And so, yeah, I think that the taxes piece would be the largest thing for me that would affect me in my business.
Yeah, I agree with you, buddy. And regulations, okay? As you get bigger, you may not be there yet, but as you get bigger, regulations. If regulations are free and open and you're not breaking laws, that's a great place to build a business. Otherwise, you might as well go to a third world country. Michael, any closing comments on what you saw tonight? I'm going to start closing up here and dropping some of you guys down. What do you have to say about what you saw tonight?
I think it's a dream team, and I think Como kind of had a pretty cool thing out there. Not everybody I don't think everybody personally agrees with Trump, but they know he's the right man for the job. And then the rest of the leaders that are on stage with him, we all know that they're smart people that align themselves with the right side of history. So I think that everybody here and everybody in that room is going to be on the right side of history going forward.
And I think we are most certainly making history. Hey, Tristan, Mike, thank you guys for showing up. I'm going to drop you guys down, and then I'm going to bring Reed up, and we're going to finish off because Reed is a professional.
I appreciate that. Gary, you just said something. I didn't want to interrupt, but what you said about the regulations, I thought it was interesting in Trump's interview with Joe Rogan. He said that he was asking business leaders while he was president what made more of a difference, the tax cuts or the regulation cuts, and that everyone said the regulations cuts. And as someone who's in the AI industry, I'm a content creator full time. I teach content creators how to use AI. I saw what the FAA did to the drone industry. They killed it. The drone industry was absolutely killed. Elon's making complaints right now, what he's dealing with the FAA, trying to get his rockets in SpaceX. And I saw what the regulations did to the drone industry, and I'm afraid that that's going to happen to the AI industry. And China is full pedal to the metal. They are going forward with AI, and I'm really scared that if that happens to the AI industry in the United States, we will fall behind in a very important industry.
Yeah, you know why Trump did not engage with the what was it, the CO2 Swiss Accords, or it was some big
Paris Climate Accords. Yeah.
Thank you. They have all these acronyms. I fell in love with him the day he did that, because
he said it was the worst weapon that's been used against him in business. Was the environmental agenda was used as a weapon.
It's outrageous. Okay, China builds 1,000 megawatt coal-fired power stations once a week. You guys are idiots, man. You can't have fucking climate control when you have a monster building on money they can print 2,000 megawatts a month. I don't even. You haven't even done your fucking homework. Okay, it's so embarrassing. All these punks, dude, that come to these shows and they say stuff. It's like, can I please get on stage with them and like remove them, eviscerate the top of their freaking head within 30 seconds, man? It's unbelievable, but nobody has the data.
Did you hear the shark story that Elon told at the town hall? If you heard it, all I have to say is the shark story. Did you hear this?
No, tell it.
Oh my God. So Elon at the town hall in Pennsylvania, told this story about his experience and how the federal government made him study whether or not his rockets would hit a shark during splashdown. And he asked for the data from the agency that tracks this, the environmental agency that tracks, I guess, the movement of sharks in the ocean. And basically they said, you have to do the study to find out if your rocket's going to hit a shark, but we can't give you the data because you might be a shark pirate, and we don't want the shark pirates to have this data of where the sharks are moving. So we want to give you the information for the study, but we can't. And Elon said it was so unbelievable. He thought it was like an Abbott and Costello skit. Like he was like, this can't actually be real. And it's absolutely hilarious. The clip is on X. I encourage everyone to go watch that clip. Of course, Elon tells it way better than I do, but I mean, that's what we're talking about, right? And this is a guy who's trying to make us a multi-planetary civilization. He's trying to get us to the moon and Mars, and they're like, yeah, but what happens if your rocket comes down in the ocean and hits a shark? You know what I mean? Like, what?
These are the same people. Now I know why I'm seeing the data I'm seeing. Have you seen these studies on how much grief the wind turbines in the Gulf in all the oceans are getting?
Dude, the ocean's the worst. It's killing birds and it's killing whales. The whale beachings, because of the vibration of the propellers going through the base, is like causing whales to beach themselves. The East Coast Wind Project, I'm actually doing a video about this very soon with an activist who's been working on it. They're trying to put a bunch of these up in New Jersey, and I'm interviewing a guy that it's basically his main issue. You know how people on X, they kind of have like a main issue, like immigration or whatever it is. I'm actually going to be talking to him about it. He's been studying it for years. He's been trying to stop it from happening. And Jersey Shore, we all know Jersey Shore, that's tourism. You know, it's a big tourism it brings a lot of money into the state of New Jersey, and he's worried about that effect too as a business owner. How are all these wind turbines going to be on our beaches? Like not even 2 miles offshore. How's that going to affect the tourism business? So it's very interesting, man. Cardone, I gotta tell you, you've been doing a lot of these, man. Your streams are getting way better, man. I'm gonna give you applause. You're getting the hang of it, brother. I can't wait for you to get all your stream assets together. We're gonna get you some background elevator music, some stream assets, dude. You're gonna be cooking on here, bro. You're killing it.
dude. I mean, make me the Johnny Carson of
Bro, I can help you. I tell you all the time. You just got to DM me back. You never DM me.
I know. I'm really horrible. I get hammered with shit. No, listen. I actually said something the other day. I would like to meet with you and figure out. Okay, let's figure it out. So I'm gonna keep poking my head in this deal. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. I think what's happening with Trump, Reed. Thank you so much for being here, bro. Really,
bro. Thank you, Gary. And you know what? Keep doing this.
Yeah. You guys follow Divisive Content. Okay, he's awesome. He's helped me. He shows up. He's doing his own stuff. Where can they find you at, man?
Man, I'm at Divisive Content on YouTube and X. I do great interviews. Like I interviewed Jacob Chansley, Wei Wu, all these big like personalities you see doing Spaces host, like Diligent Denizen. I even had the pleasure of interviewing Grant, Gary's brother. So make sure you check that out. All the videos are in my highlights. I do regular content every single day. I'm out here, and I love helping content creators. So when somebody wants to get into live streaming, that's my passion. I would love to help you get stream assets, get background music. We'll get you all set up, man. Have a great show. Thanks for having me.
You guys follow this cat. He's awesome. I like him a lot. I mean, this is an example of, this is an example for me of how this world, I have always been really good at this, of opening my mind to what's possible. If I don't get stuck up in all the little minutia and I'm drinking a Coke, I'm having a whiskey, I'm a human being. I'm so middle of the road. It's stupid. Not really. In my mind, I'm an extreme human being, but like socially, I'm not gonna hurt anyone. Look, I am really digging what I saw tonight from Donald Trump. I want to commend my brother, Grant Cardone. I thought he did an awesome job. My brother and myself, I just want to almost say a prayer. I can get religious over my mother and father for two young boys to end up not in jail and not dead from overdoses or whatever. Thank you, Chili G. I thought Grant was great. This is world stage. Absolute world stage. Somebody asked me, hey, why would you possibly give 12.8 Bitcoin to Donald Trump? And I'm like, well, why would I bet $50 million on Bitcoin? I mean, it's all based on a thesis, right? It's all based on where do you want to put the fuel in the engine and where do you want to go? I can't possibly get anywhere without fuel. And that's why at the very end of this thing, you saw very, very powerful people asking you to give $5, $10, $150. Would it be a shame? Would it be a devastation if we lost this because the other team raised 3x what we raised? Look, they're spending money on stupid things. You do not see Donald Trump spending a bunch of money on mainstream media. And the reason is because mainstream media doesn't work. All you Democrats that are giving money to mainstream media, to the Democrats that are spending money on mainstream media, all the money. My brother actually said it exactly right. I don't actually think my brother understands how correct he is. What Donald Trump is doing, along with Elon Musk and the whole tribe of Trump army, MAGA, dark MAGA, red MAGA, white MAGA, every MAGA, transparent MAGA, is we're grasping innovation. We're not fighting it. We're grasping freedom and transparency. Like transparency is awesome. Assuming that you haven't been living in a world of making profits from a non-transparent world. Anyway, I just thought Grant did great. Trump did great. And we have an awesome country. As long as we have an open platform like this, decentralized media that allows us to vibrate as we choose to vibrate with each other. I mean, there's 3,800 people in the room tonight. You guys don't have to come here. I have decided based on just look at the power of this right now. Here I am. I do not have to be doing this. I have been criticizing education and religion for my whole life. I feel like I've been let down by both. And today we had the largest rally in the history of mankind, I think, for freedom. And coincidentally, not even related to Donald Trump, I started a podcast, and I'm committed to doing it for the next 3 months on Sundays. I'm not advertising. I'm actually interested in seeing while 3,000 or 4,000 people are here. On Sundays, I'm going to do a little Cardone church. I actually did some research on what a church is. And I think people are starving for a place to commune and share ideas and talk, and or actually just listen to one human being that has a belief system. And so the cool thing about freedom of speech is that for me, I can come and go into any space or activity I want, virtually or physically. I can listen to who I want to listen to. And as long as I'm not hurting anyone else, should be good to go, right? And the best data will win, and the best group will survive and prosper. And to me, that is an open market and an open world where those who believe in things that last and that can reproduce and multiply and benefit from each other will survive the long journey. And it ain't a quarter, and it's not a year, and it's not how many 4 or 5 stars you have on your little badge, or how many golden Oscars you have for music. We're getting ready to find all that out, dude. All these accolades, bullshit. I'm so glad I didn't get stuck into that crap. I never bought that crap. Anyway, we're going to end with some comments. We got Shamaz, Amazing Spaces, Gary, all brothers in arms. Keep going. Dude, I feel like I was born a warrior. Ask Donald to hold up your 12 coins at heart. Look, those 12 coins went to pay for some jet fuel. I'm okay with it. I got a lot of grief for doing that. I don't understand why you don't want to buy a ticket to the rodeo. Okay, just don't get it. Now let's see. Trump is what the whole country needs. Even those that hate need Trump. I think those people probably need Trump more than me. I actually have a tremendous, I mean, if you really think about it, I really do not need to be doing this. I mean, I think that's why Trump says that all the time. He says, hey, man, let's remember. I think you need to be reminded, like, there's some people out here that does not need to be doing this. Now, you could say, oh, Gary's doing it for whatever. I mean, I don't know why I would be doing it. Clearly ain't out of money, because what I'm learning, people are not like very giving. They're very suspect. People have become extremely suspect, and they should be. I agree. Donald Trump ranked as the worst U.S. president in history. Jack Cooper, come on up, Jackie. Jack, come on up, pal. You just let me know how that works. Like these people say shit. No data. I have no idea what that is. It's 10:42. A Nazi rally in New York. See, the problem with me is I stay up very late. So just looking through these. Kinston Cross, thank you very much for being here. Soul Melon Gaming. Trump's gonna win. Oh yeah, baby. Wall Street flood. Bitcoin roll, dog. Crypto building. Thank you for being here, man. Mike Lejeune. Is there a Michael Lejeune in here? No. Michael Eterno, Control Group. Can JD continue to fight for Trump? I think JD Vance is awesome. I get worried a bit through the CIA, but good. I saw Zeppelin live. Oh, my man, dude. One of my great regrets. I never saw Jimmy Page play the guitar. It's cool. You can tell people, yeah, I saw the Beatles. Good, good, good. Thanks, Gary, Jacob. Thank you. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to be closing off tonight. Thank you guys. I think we're living in a historic period of time. I'm glad to play like this tiny little part of it. I appreciate you guys being here. I would ask you all. It is 10:43, October 27th, Sunday. By 10:47, I know you guys can do this. 10:47 a.m. Monday, you all will have had, there's 3,000, 4,000 people there. You all have had to do something nice for another human being. You have 12 hours and you're probably going to sleep 8. So get to it, dog. Get to it, kitty cat. Go after it. Be a good American. Be a good human. Be a good Russian. Be a good Iranian, a good Jew, a good Catholic, a good whatever. I don't really care. We're all humans, man. Let's all be cool. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Support everyone that spoke, that had the guts to show up here tonight. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike Mack. Thank you, Reed. And thank you, the other gentleman. I cannot remember your name, but I will next time. Thank you, guys. Love you. Ciao.